Okay, so this will be the third project update. It'll be a quick one. It'll be explaining how I did the door animation that you'll see that you'll need the key for, how I did the fire, taking damage over time. I added a low vignette, low health / damaging the player vignette effect. Replaced the rock with a barrel so it looks more realistic, and made the level a little bit bigger. So for starters, I'll show you the vignette effect and the damage over time that I did on the fire. As you can see, the screen gets a fade effect. If I pick up the key, it also adds a little widget down in the corner to tell me that I have the key. Now if I hop up here and go over to the door and walk up, it will play the animation and I can walk through. Level complete. I did the door animation with a trigger volume going into the level blueprint, and then it's just a simple overlap thing again. Casting to the character, target, key is what I named the variable if the player has the key. Branch node, if they don't, tell them you need the key. If they do, play the level sequence of the door opening. Simple as that. Now the level sequence for the door opening was just going in here, clicking on the door, track, act as sequence, click the door. That'll add it into the tracks with the transform automatically. On frame 0, press enter so it enters a keyframe. Then go forward a few frames and press and rotate it to whatever you want. Press enter again to enter another keyframe and it will do the animation. If I close that off, I also added a "you died" screen. So if we get killed by this fire, it'll play our death animation. After a second, pause the game and come up with the "you died" menu. Again, the menu thing works, but I haven't implemented any menus yet. That will be coming very soon. It will probably be in the next update video, which will be next week. But for the fire, I can't remember if I showed you this in the last update video, but it was a lot more complicated than I initially thought. Adding a vignette effect over the screen and playing death animations with a pause, and it was a lot more complicated than I initially thought. But again, just like the explosion, it has a box collision. If the player goes into that box, it will set the player in radius to true, and if they're in that box each 0.5 seconds, thanks to this, it will tick the player's health down by 0.1, and it will play the low health vignette effect. That'll go off to a branch. If the player's health is nothing, or less than or equal to nothing, it will play the death animation, create the "you died" widget, add it to the viewport, delay it by a second so you can see the death animation, then pause the game. So the player cannot interact with it anymore. However, if their health is greater than or just greater than 0, it will delay by 0.5 seconds and push it all the way back. Yeah, I did the same vignette effect thing in here. If I go into the blueprint, you can see right here, this is the damaging aspect that plays the widget for "you died." Oh, not "you died." It creates this widget, the play health low widget, which I did by just adding an animation, keyframe on one where you set the opacity to 0, then halfway through set the opacity to not full because that's way too bright. Like if I show you that, it's far too bright. So I put it to 0.3, so it's there, it's visible, but it's not in your face annoying. And then fade out when they leave. It's as simple as that. Apart from that, I created a simple key. If we go here, I created a simple, oh god, that's way too fast. There you go. I created a simple key in Blender. Very simple key. Just a circle that's been pinched a little, then a cylinder, another torus, a bigger torus, another cylinder, square, pinch it, and elongate it. Very, very simple to make that. Apart from that, that's really all that I've added, apart from making it a little bit taller for later use. I added this little nook and cranny full of fuel that you saw, and that's about it.